Hey guys, for this video, we're going to take a look at this Bosch 18 volt 4 tool, kind of plays like a 5 tool, but we'll talk about that in a second. 4 tool combo kit. You see the model number for this is GXL 18V-496B22. So that's what we're looking at. That's what comes in, or I'm going to show you what comes in that kit there. We'll take a look at some of the accessories, then we'll hit the tools one by one. And first off, starting on the right side there, you see the Bosch bag. It's actually pretty decent. Plenty big enough to hold those tools. Doesn't have any pockets, does have the zipper that you would expect, but the fabric actually seems a little thicker than what I've seen with DeWalt Milwaukee bags. So I think it'll hold up pretty well, and that's not too bad. You get the 18 volt charger to go with it. Nice compact charger there. And if we look at the back, it has a 2 amp output. Now this kit comes with two 2 amp hour batteries. So in theory, that charge will take about 1 hour to get a full charge on each of the 2 batteries that are included. And these do have the fuel gauge on them. What I like about Bosch batteries is the light stays on after you let go. Newer DeWalt batteries will do the same thing, but a vast majority of the DeWalt batteries turn off as soon as you let go of the button, and sometimes they're in a position where it's not really easy to press or to look, and it's just a nice little added bonus there. So you get 2 of the 2 amp hours, and some of the other accessories, you're going to get 2 belt clips for they call it a 2-in-1 now, this guy over here. It's an impact wrench and impact driver, but they used to call it the Freak. I don't know if it's just a rebranding or whatever. There's a couple of model numbers, but maybe that was a little too over the top for them. And then I don't even know where this little bit came from. It fell out of the bag as I was opening it up. And then you get 2 blades for the reciprocating saw. And hiding back here is the LED light, which actually seems pretty good. Let me throw this battery on here. You saw we only had 1 bar, but it should be enough for us to show it off a little bit. So you can see it's fully collapsible. It folds in on itself. And then we have different positions that it'll lock in and hold itself. And one nice thing is we get one where it's a straight 90 degree from the ground, but we have one more position so it'll kind of illuminate in an upward fashion. So I do like that it goes a little bit farther than just 90 degrees. Then we have the power button up here. Looks like it's just a 1 brightness level. And also there is, how cool is it, they kind of embedded a hook right there so you can hang it as well. Fairly bright, not the brightest light I've ever seen in my life, but if you were under a cabinet working on a sink or something, that would definitely be bright enough for that type of scenario. Then folds up nice and small and compact to get out of the way. So there is our light. Now if we take a look at the reciprocating saw, it's kind of big for one of these one-handed compact style reciprocating saws. I have a M12, the fuel version of the Milwaukee, and I feel like it's a little bit smaller, a little bit more compact. So you got the shoe on front, not adjustable or pivoting. There is an LED light on the front. It's a tool-free blade change. So this is like a little spring-loaded guy. So you just stick your blade in here. Let's see if I can do it with an awkward angle trying to show you on a camera. But you just rotate that there, stick it in, and you are ready to go. The knurling on it is helpful to get a grip so you can rotate that. I would like to see little tabs or something sticking out so you could really get a good feel for it. If you had greasy, oily hands or something, from working, not from being just in general dirty, that could be more difficult to get your hands on, turn. So you have the variable speed trigger there. You can see the light coming on. We can get the battery off. There we go. So 2 down, 2 to go. We're going to save that 2-in-1 for last. Next up, we have a 1/2-inch drill, and it also has the battery on the bottom. We have our adjustable clutch. You can see we're in drill mode, and we have several torque modes. It actually looks like a pretty decent chuck on it. Not plastic or anything like you get sometimes. It is 2 speeds. Obviously your forward reverse lever there. Belt clip can be put on either side. And if we go to our Freak or 2-in-1, you can see we do have a bit storage that passes all the way through there. So we can put that guy in like so. So the reason it is called the Freak, if we haven't figured it out so far, is it's a hex for bits like this, or it has a 1/2-inch anvil so you can put 1/2-inch drive sockets on it as well. So variable speed. Variable speed trigger, but a single speed as far as no transmission changing from a high to a low. You have the light there, forward and reverse. Now, I've owned one of these in the past when they first came out, and I'll tell you, it's a really neat idea. It's nice to get 2 tools in one, but it's like it misses the mark slightly on both. It works as both an impact driver and an impact wrench, but it doesn't work fantastically as either. You know, it's serviceable as both. So as an impact wrench, I feel like it doesn't have the power to do what a 1/2-inch drive impact wrench should be able to do. I remember having a hard time getting lug nuts off, and to me, a 1/2-inch drive impact should never have a hard time getting lug nuts off. And then as an impact driver, it works really well. It has plenty of power for, 90% of what you would do with an impact driver, but it's slower than what I'm used to. So it just doesn't go as fast. Now that might not be that big of a deal depending on your situation and scenario and what you're doing, but just keep in mind that it works for both, but it's not the best option. There is some convenience in having 2 tools in one. So the 2-amp output charger, 2 2-amp hour batteries, the LED light, the reciprocating saw, 2-in-1 impact driver, impact wrench, and the 1/2-inch drill, 2 speeds. I think that about covers it. Thanks for watching, guys.